I am continuing in my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am continuing reading in a chronological order, according to event, not according to publication or volume. So I'm skipping around a bit as I move along. So we continue again in Alma. Getting near the end, the war is winding down. Helaman's driven the Lamanites out of the western theater of war. Great news to Moroni, but then he gets the bad news that the Lamanites have taken the city of Nephihah, which he thought was defended. So he writes this very angry letter, sends it off to Pahoran, the chief judge, and that's what we read last. We're now going to pick this up in chapter 60. We are now going to read chapter 60, which is Pahoran's response. Pahoran tells Moroni of the insurrection and rebellion against the government. The kingmen take Zarahemla and are in league with the Lamanites. Pahoran asks for military aid against the rebels. Behold, now it came to pass that soon after Moroni had sent his epistle unto the chief governor, he received an epistle from Pahoran the chief governor, and these are the words which he received. I, Pahoran, who am the chief governor of this land, do send these words unto Moroni, the chief captain over the army. Behold, I say unto you, Moroni, that I do not joy in your great afflictions, yea, it grieves my soul. But behold, there are those who do joy in your afflictions, yea, insomuch that they have risen up in rebellion against me. And also those of my people who are freemen, yea, and those who have risen up are exceedingly numerous. And it is those who have sought to take away the judgment seat from me that have been the cause of this great iniquity. For they have used great flattery, and they have led away the hearts of many people, which will be the cause of sore affliction among us. They have withheld our provisions, and have daunted our freemen, that they have not come unto you. And behold, they have driven me out before them, and I have fled to the land of Gideon, with as many men as it were possible that I could get. And behold, I have sent a proclamation throughout this part of the land, and behold, they are flocking to us daily, to their arms and the defense of their country and their freedom, and to avenge our wrongs. And they have come unto us, insomuch that those who have risen up in rebellion against us are set at defiance, yea, insomuch that they do fear us, and durst not come out against us to battle. They have got possession of the land, or the city of Zarahemla. They have appointed a king over them, and he hath written unto the king of the Lamanites, in the which he hath joined an alliance with him, in the which alliance he hath agreed to maintain the city of Zarahemla, which maintenance he supposeth will enable the Lamanites to conquer the remainder of the land. And he shall be placed king over this people, when they shall be conquered under the Lamanites. And now in your epistle you have censured me. But it mattereth not, I am not angry, but do rejoice in the greatness of your heart. I, Pahoran, do not seek for power, save only to retain my judgment seat, that I may preserve the rights and the liberty of my people. My soul standeth fast in that liberty in the which God hath made us free. And now, behold, we will resist wickedness, even unto bloodshed. We would not shed the blood of the Lamanites if they would stay in their own land. We would not shed the blood of our brethren if they would not rise up in rebellion and take the sword against us. We would subject ourselves to the yoke of bondage if it were requisite with the justice of God, or if he should command us to do so. But behold, he doth not command us that we should subject ourselves to our enemies, but that we should put our trust in him, and he will deliver us. Therefore, my beloved brother Moroni, let us resist evil, and whatsoever evil we cannot resist with our words, yea, such as rebellions and dissensions, let us resist them with our swords, that we may retain our freedom, that we may rejoice in the great privilege of our church, and in the cause of our Redeemer and our God. Therefore come unto me speedily with a few of your men, and leave the remainder in the charge of Lehi and Teancum. Give unto them power to conduct the war in that part of the land according to the Spirit of God, which is also the Spirit of freedom which is in them. Behold, I have sent a few provisions unto them, that they may not perish until ye can come unto me. Gather together whatsoever force ye can upon your march hither, and we will go speedily against those dissenters in the strength of God, according to the faith which is in us. And we will take possession of the city of Zarahemla, that we may obtain more food to send forth unto Lehi and Teancum. Yea, and we will go forth against them in the strength of the Lord, and we will put an end to this great iniquity. And now, Moroni, I do joy in receiving your epistle, for I was somewhat worried concerning what we should do, whether it should be just in us to go against our brethren. But ye have said, except they repent, the Lord hath commanded you that ye should go against them. See that ye strengthen Lehi and Teancum in the Lord. Tell them to fear not, for God will deliver them. Yea, and also all those who stand fast in that liberty wherewith God hath made them free. And now I close mine epistle to my beloved brother Moroni. I absolutely love Pahoran's statement. His letter here is just wonderful. You censured me, but it matters not. I'm glad that you did. It is great. I love the letter you sent me. This is just great. I wasn't quite sure what to do, but you've told me, so let's get it done. Pahoran, he's only been chief judge for a few years. Remember, this whole war started when he was chief judge. Malachi rose up in his initial rebellion in the same year that Pahoran became chief judge. So he's only been chief judge for less than 10 years, and he had a little doubt in his mind, is it just for us to go against our own brethren, the other Nephites? And he gets Moroni's letter, and he is joyful that the question has been decided. Now, what's going on here is that those kingmen, the ones who were following Malachi, but also those who, what's going on here is that the kingmen, those who wanted to sit out the war because they were hoping to gain power when the Lamanites conquered, they've risen up again. Remember, Moroni only executed those who would not make a covenant to fight in defense of the Nephite nation, but these men aren't doing that. They're breaking that covenant, and they're rising up, and they've taken over Zarahemla. They've chased Pahoran out. This is an armed insurrection. Now, the first time, they were just trying to change the law, and they were kind of put down by the vote of the people and compelled to defend the country. This time, this is an armed insurrection. They've driven Pahoran out, and they have intimidated those who are on the side of Pahoran, those who are free men. They've intimidated them into inaction. Pahoran goes down to Gideon, and he sends out a proclamation, and everybody is just gathering to Pahoran, because most of the people are still in favor of freedom. They are not with the kingmen, and the kingmen then fortify themselves up in Zarahemla and will not come out. This is the reason why there were such difficulties in the war, is because of these kingmen. Anyways, we're going to leave that here. We turn to chapter 62 next. I think we have 3 videos left in Alma, so I will see you there.